And now, if I could ask you to please all stand for the arrival of the bride. So, a very, very good afternoon, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you here today on behalf of Andy and Ciara on this very happy occasion as we celebrate their marriage. Andy and Ciara were keen that their wedding ceremony would be one that would be appropriate for them, while at the same time being a personal and memorable day for all of you. Above all, they wanted each of you to feel very much a part of this joyful occasion. My name is Siobhan Walls. I am a humanist celebrant accredited by the Humanist Association of Ireland, and I am a registered marriage solemnizer. And I was delighted to be asked to assist Ciara and Andy with their humanist ceremony. We first met a year ago to start the plans for the day. I've done the rest by email, and here we are. Actually do. So humanism, if you're not familiar with it, is an ethical lifestyle that places human values at the center of its philosophy. It's about taking responsibility and treating others with respect. A humanist wedding ceremony is very much about the couple. It's about two people, Ciara and Andy, celebrating their love for each other and making a commitment to one another in the company of those who are closest to them. The vows that they will exchange here this afternoon in the presence of those they love and those whose friendship they enjoy and value will demonstrate their love and commitment now and into the future. Now, those of you here today have a special relationship with one or perhaps with both of them, and your presence here this afternoon adds significance to this ceremony and also support to their marriage. Because in the years ahead, as Ciara and Andy adapt to changing circumstances, it it may well be to you that they turn for support, for company, and for laughter. And in this event, your support will be all the more valuable for having been here with them today. Now we're now going to have a short candle ceremony. This unity candle here on the table beside me, it symbolizes the very essence of the wedding ceremony. So the two outer candles in our arrangement of 3 represent this couple as individuals and also the two families that they come from. So Ciara and Andy, I'm now going to ask you to come round behind the table and light the two outer candles. And later I'll be asking, mind the step there, Ciara? Later I'll be asking them to light the center candle to symbolize their union. And now we're going to have our first reading of today's ceremony, going to be read for us by Andy's mum, Catherine. Catherine.
This is the love call by Martin Robinson. Love you have, may he stay with you all the way, though not exactly as he is today, that would be out of reason. The hour repeats in the repeating season, and change what time he will, but love be with you still. Love may be, I suppose, as some have said, born blind, but when his hidden eyes are closed, some people find they have chosen even better than they know. May this be true, indeed, I think it may.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Catherine.
Thank you.
And our second reading now is going to be read for us by Ciara's friend Linda, called On Your Wedding Day. Linda.
On your wedding day. Today is a day you will always remember, the greatest in anyone's life. You'll start the day just as people in love, and end it as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of a journey, with moments to treasure and cherish, and although there will be times when you disagree, these will surely be outweighed by pleasure. You'll have heard many words of advice in the past, when the secrets of marriage were spoken, but you know that the answer lies hidden inside, where the bond of true love lies unbroken. So live happy together as lovers and friends is the dawn of a new life for you, as you stand there together with love in your eyes from the moments you whisper I do. And with luck, all your hopes and your dreams can be real. May success find its way to your hearts. Tomorrow can bring the greatest of joys. Today is a day in his life.
Thank you so much, Linda. And today, as we've said, is a day full of joy and happiness. But there is too, as we all know, a serious side to marriage. Marriage is, first and foremost, of the love which two people share, which of course you do know. It is a major and significant event in the lives of the couple and in the lives of those who are close to them. Out of the routine of everyday life, something extraordinary has happened. Marriage joins two people who trust the love that they have found. It is a partnership in which each can grow and be their true self, while still sharing in the development of the other. True love is not that first flaring up of the fire, new and bright and spectacular though that is. It is rather the careful tending which gives warmth and comfort over a long time. Marriage is a statement made by a couple to those around them of what they know, that they have found such love, friendship and support, and they wish to share it for the rest of their lives. What really matters on an occasion like this, when a couple have decided to join their lives, is that they have absolute certainty that they are right for each other. They must be sure their feelings will be lasting, not fleeting, and they must have thought about the future, which stretches ahead of them, and the demands that that future will make on them. And Andy and Ciara have thought about these things, and they fully understand what is required of them as individuals and as a couple if this commitment is to last in the way that they wish. They know that they can pledge themselves to each other with certainty and confidence. Now, we don't know what the future may bring into your lives, but we do know that you two will meet all of life's challenges together. May you have patience in time of strain, strength in time of weakness, courage in time of discouragement, vision in time of doubt, and above all, a growing love. Now, any union of two people brings together two lives which previously may have run on very different paths. Your new life together will make demands on you both. You will need strength and patience to cope with emotional and physical adversity. You will need enduring trust and faithfulness, the selflessness to acknowledge the needs and interests of the other, and the self-awareness to recognize your own feelings and the willingness to tackle. Over the years ahead, you will of course face challenges, and life will no doubt have both highs and lows. But that is why the delight, the adventure, and the anticipation of being with each other must always be there, along with the happiness that is founded on growing a deepening certainty and love. And that brings us to our third reading of today's ceremony. It is actually lyrics from a Bob Marley song, going to be read for us by Lisa and his sister Lisa.
He's not perfect, by Bob Marley. He's not perfect. You aren't either. And the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, causes you to think twice, and he admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to him and give him the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry. He's not thinking about you every moment. But he will give you a part of him that he knows you could break, his heart. Don't hurt him, don't change him, don't analyze him, and don't expect for more than he can give. Smile when he makes you happy, yell when he makes you mad, and miss him when he's not there. Love hard when there's love to be had. Because perfect guys don't exist, but there's always one guy that is perfect.
Thank you so much, Lisa. And another reading now, a wonderful Palm Ayres poem, going to be read for us by Ciara's mum, Susie.
And this kind of follows on from Lisa. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear, and here's the reason why. So I can push you out of bed when the baby starts to cry. And if we hear a knocking and it's creepy and it's late, I hand you the torch and you investigate. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear. You may not apprehend it, but when the tumble dryer goes, it's you that has to mend it. You have to face the neighbor should our Labrador attack him. And if a drunkard fondles me, it's you that has to whack him. Yes, I'll marry you. You're virile and you're lean. My house is like a pigsty. My house is like a pigsty. You can help to keep it clean. That sexy little dinner which is served by candlelight, as I do chipolatas, you can cook it every night. It's you who has to work the drill and put up curtain track. And when I've got PMT, it's you that gets the flak. I do see great advantages, but none of them for you. And so before you see the light, I do.
Wonderful, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. So now that brings us to the most important part of today's ceremony, when we will be asking Ciara and Andy to speak the words which, in the presence of all of you gathered here today, will seal their union. So could I ask you all to please stand? And gentlemen, if you could move the chairs, Ciara and Andy, if you stand here. We want to move the chairs for you now, so you can stand up. I'd like to stand up on that level. Thank you. very much. Hold hands there, Kira. So just before the vows, I'm required to ask Andy and Ciara if they know of any impediment to their marriage. Andy, do you know of any impediment to your marriage to Ciara? And Ciara, do you know of any impediment to your marriage to Andy? Thank you. So as your hands are joined there, we're going to take this ribbon. We're doing what's known as a hand fasting ceremony, just before we come to those I do's. This, they tell me, is where the expression tying the knot comes from. And I would say these words on hand fasting. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, and as in today, some tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children, the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. So to the vows. Do you, Andrew Tully, take Ciara Nocton to be your wife, to share a relationship of love, tenderness, and laughter, to confide in and trust above all others, to respect and stand by her in everything as an equal partner, but above all that, to love and cherish her. And do you, Ciara Nocton, take Andrew Tully to be your husband, to share a relationship of love, tenderness, and laughter, to confide in and trust above all others, to respect and stand by him in everything as an equal partner, but above all else, to love and cherish. Helen, I believe you have some rings for us. Thank you very much. This off. Thank you. Now, Andrew, please take this ring. Place it on Ciara's finger and repeat after me. I, Andrew, take you, Ciara, to be my wife.
Take you, Ciara, to be my wife.
And with this ring, I marry you.
And with this ring, I marry you.
And join my life to yours. Ciara, please take this ring. Place it on Andy's finger and repeat after me. I, Ciara, take you, Andrew, to be my husband.
Take you, Andrew, to be my husband.
And with this ring, I marry you.
And with this ring,
If it fits.
it's going to fit, don't worry.
And join my life to yours.
And join my life to yours.
May these rings stand for you as symbols of your love for each other, looking both inwards and outwards, an embrace that binds without imprisonment, a support that reassures without restraint. The wedding bands Ciara and Andy have exchanged are a confirmation of the vows that they have made. Now you'll recall at the start of our ceremony today, Ciara and Andy, you lit the two candles behind me to represent you as individuals and your two families. So I'd like to ask you now to step down behind the table again and light the center unity candle as a symbol of the coming together of the two of you and your two families. Yes. Thank you. And if you want to just stand back as you are.
Sorry.
voluntarily consented to join your lives. You have pledged yourselves to each other by the exchanging of rings, and in the presence of everyone gathered with you here today, I am delighted to pronounce you husband and wife. Thank you. If you don't like to take this seat again, we are going to sign the register, and I'd like to ask Declan and Jessica, our witnesses, to come forward and join us. Now, Ciara, if you'd like to take a seat here.
I will.
Take a seat here. Now, Andrew, you're next. And actually, Simon, Andrew, you're next. Next. You are this one or this one?